Leora.
Leora.
Yes.
It's Leora Levy, the actual Leora, the real deal?
You bet.
Well, hallelujah. Nice to hear your voice.
Nice to hear your voice, too.
Did you want to make a comment on the new GOP proposal?
I sure do. I disagree with it. Look, I really respect the work of the bylaws committee, and I of course I respect the people who volunteer to be delegates to a convention. They work very hard. They volunteer their time and their treasure to do this, but they represent less than 1% of the Republican voters in the state. And I think that this amendment would concentrate the power in a very few people. Really,
and that's the idea, right? Isn't that the point of it?
Take the power, and it removes the power from the Republican voters. And my feeling is, let the voters decide who their nominee should be. I've spoken to the RNC about this. This is not at all like the Rule 11. I've spoken to the legal department in the RNC. The RNC says there are a few states, very few, who do have similar provisions to spend money in endorsed candidates' campaigns, but they agree with me that the money that our donors donate to the RNC and to the state party, that money is meant to defeat Democrats, not other Republicans. And it really is up to the voters of the state to decide who their strongest candidate will be. I was very gratified last summer when the voters chose me. And it was...
Well, hang on a second. Let me jump in at that point, because
sure.
I think what you demonstrated with your campaign for the U.S. Senate is the power of democratic politics. That is the small d Democrat. That is the idea that you can go directly to the people and create a dynamic that causes them to get behind you, and an energy develops and it feeds on itself, and there's a certain magic and gloriousness to that experience. And it strikes me that what's being proposed here by the state party, which wants a rule change that would allow it to spend money to help a candidate to get the nomination of the party, which is specifically banned under current rules, that it would take that away, that it gives the power to the backroom people who want to say, we need Themis Claridis here because Themis knows, because they've known her for 20 years. And they would box somebody out like you who wanted to create that dynamic. And when you lose that dynamic, it's like saying to the new restaurant that wants to try, sushi, and nobody's ever done sushi, you say, no, we like steak. We're not letting you open up. And that's a risk to everybody. It's a threat to the market system, and we want that market to work in politics.
Well, yes, we do. And I've always been a proponent that the Republican voters should decide, not a few insiders in a back room. That's just not, as you said, it's not small d Democratic.
Are you still doing anything with the Republican Party?
You bet I am. I'm the Republican National Committee woman.
Okay, I didn't know if you still had that position or not.
Oh, yes, I do. And I'm very involved. I'm on the Executive Committee. I'm on the Rules Committee. I'm on a few other choice committees. The fun one is the Site Selection Committee. This is a committee that decides where the next conventions will be. We have chosen Milwaukee for 2024, and we're currently looking to choose the city for 2028 because we realized we really needed more advance time in order to make a good decision and to give cities the opportunity to put in good bids. So we're looking at multiple cities now for 2028 as well.
Well, that's awesome. Do you want to make a date to come on and talk about politics a little bit?
I would love to. Thank you very much for asking me. Anytime, except next week I will be away on a long-awaited family vacation. But
you're going somewhere warm and beautiful, I can tell.
No, cold and
miserable.
Snowy. It's a personal triumph for me. We're going back to Vail, where in 2014 I had a very bad ski accident that resulted in 5 subsequent surgeries and several years of recovery, including the last surgery saved me from being a quadriplegic. And God had another plan for me, and here I am, and I'm going back to conquer the mountain again.
Well, you are an amazing woman, and this is just another bit of evidence to anybody who doubted that. Leora Levy, thank you for calling in, and I will be in touch shortly to make a date with you.
I look forward to it, Todd. Thank you so much. And I'm so glad to speak to you and to all of your listeners again. Thank you.